We need to talk about JJ Gabriel, Manchester United fans. You would have heard the name. You would have been thinking, I know that name. I've seen clips. I've seen little snippets of reports coming out, videos of this kid scoring great goals in Manchester United's academy, way down at the younger level. Well, you'd be right and wrong at the same time. JJ Gabriel. This is Forever United TV. We're going to talk about, in this video, a young lad that could be Manchester United's youngest ever to play in the Premier League. Let's just go through the stats. Let's just go through where we are. JJ Gabriel came into Manchester United's academy back way when Cristiano Ronaldo's son joined Manchester United academy, when he first came back to Manchester United all them years ago under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So he's been at the club for a long time, but he has been absolutely terrorising defences through every single level at the lower end of Man United's academy. And he has been one of them players that's every single club on the continent, and we're talking the big guns, have been looking to try and steal away. If you didn't know, at academy level, you can sign up to 2-year contracts maximum and stay at the club before you go into that next scholarship and professional deal when you hit a certain age. But at a certain age group, you can only sign 2-year extensions each time. JJ Gabriel has just signed another one which will take him to age 16. It is thought he could actually feature in Man United's first team by the end of that contract, while Ruben Amorim is the manager at Manchester United. That's how highly thought of he is at Manchester United. That's how well he's doing at Manchester United. And everyone, when you ask them about this kid, is saying exactly the same things. Hold on to him for dear life, Manchester United, because this kid could be the next coming of a Cristiano Ronaldo, a Lionel Messi, a Wayne Rooney from Manchester United, a Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, any of them legendary players. He is knocking out numbers that completely eclipse every single one of these players at that level when they were playing that young. It is staggering what he's doing right now. Manchester United, I feel, and I talked about this before, I think we're forced into playing JJ Gabriel higher up at the end of last season. He came on in an under-18s game, which is absolutely staggering at the age of 14. Let's not forget, at 14, this kid is in year 9, year 10 at high school. Let that sink in a minute. He's now playing alongside some of the players at Manchester United are actually looking to bring into first-team training. Yes, he's playing alongside them. And if you wanted an even bigger stat on this, he's actually scored more than all of them this season already. And we're only 3 games in. In fact, JJ Gabriel is the leading goal scorer in the Premier League under-18s League North right now. Yes, the entire league, not just Manchester United. He's only played in 3 games this season and he's already got 5 goals. That's 6 appearances from them that I said last season when United were forced into putting him into the under-18s because he's so developed and so good. 6 games he's played in total and he's still got 8 goals. He's averaging more than a goal a game when he plays for the under-18s at age 14. Oh my days. Again, just let that sink in. 14. You're in high school, you're coming up to year 10-ish sort of time. It's mad that. You've still got 2 years of high school left. And you're up against players there that have now completing college and moving on to university or starting to work. In football terms, starting to knock on Ruben Amorim's door and say, I should be in this first team. I deserve a chance. And JJ Gabriel right now, and I mentioned it before, I think the reason United put him in last season in that game, and it was an absolutely astounding game when Manchester United got double figures and absolutely smashed the Leeds United off the park. He scored 2 in that game. But they brought him in because they were worried that he may go elsewhere. So last season, JJ Gabriel was coming to the end of that 2-year spell. And at that point, he could have gone everywhere. Barcelona have been all over JJ Gabriel, trying to tempt him into going over to Barcelona's academy. And United, well done. Thank God we've got a football structure. Thank God we've got football people working at this football club, is all I'm saying. Because JJ Gabriel is going to be an absolute world beater. I'm not scared to say it. I'm not. I'm watching what this kid is doing to 18-year-olds. And you can say, yes, it's only under 18 level and everything like that. But just put the years of difference in there. He should be playing under 16s at max, under 17s, not under 18s. He turns 15, I think, in a couple of weeks, I think it is. But even that is staggering. And by the way, alongside him, unfortunately, Kai Rooney has just injured himself. But Kai Rooney at 15, also playing in Man United's under-18s and scoring as well. So the future's bright overall for Man United because the under-18s are absolutely mustard. Darren Fletcher has got off to an absolute flyer this season. United are 100% record, plus 10 goal difference. They've not even conceded a goal yet. We have got quality. Well, JJ Gabriel at 14 is a mile ahead of everybody else in his development right now. So he has just signed off the back of all of that interest from abroad. And what Manchester United did this season was convince him and his father that he needed to stay at Manchester United. Convince him that this was the place. He will get the chance. He will feature. And this is why a lot of people are talking right now. And today the news is coming out on the 11th of September that JJ Gabriel could feature under Ruben Amorim. Now, you know managers' times at the football club are not long. So are we looking here within the next 2 years? We're going to see JJ Gabriel in a Premier League game for Manchester United wearing that shirt? I think so. I actually do believe by the time this kid gets to 15, I think he's going to be knocking on the door. 16, I think, is when we start to see him in training and potentially be on that pitch and become the record breaker, the youngest player ever in Manchester United's history to play in a Premier League game, a first-team game. That is absolutely mind-boggling at how good this kid is and what he could become at Manchester United. Jason Wilcox, Darren Fletcher, Omar Barada, Christopher Vivel, Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff keep a hold and hold on tightly to JJ Gabriel. Make sure he is a permanent fixture in that under-18s team going forward. In fact, I don't even know what the rules are for a kid to come and play. Obviously, if you can go into the Premier League at 15, 16, you can play in the under-21s. I would not be surprised this season if we see JJ Gabriel stepping up to Manchester United's under-21s at 14. Now, Lamine Yamal, this is the sort of level that we're at this academy stage of his career right now. This is the best comparison that you can give to where this kid is actually at. You don't score that many goals when you're playing 4 years up if you haven't got something about you. And I don't care what people come back at me in the comments with. Adam, you're just blowing smoke up the kid's ass. It could be another damp squib. It could be another failure. Someone who we've hyped up too soon again. Sometimes you just find gems. Sometimes you have got the actual real deal. And I think Manchester United have the real deal in JJ Gabriel. And we need to do everything in our power as a football club to make sure that this kid feels like he has a future. And if that means bringing him in to that first team to train, if that means bringing him in and he plays when he's 16 for Manchester United in that starting 11, even 15, if he keeps on the trajectory that he's on right now, we need to make this happen. You cannot let talent like this go. It will be criminal if Manchester United lose JJ Gabriel. Thank God we got that 2 years so we can work with him now. Because after this 2-year deal that he's got now at academy level, a decision needs to be made by Manchester United. This is huge. This will be big. Let's see what happens with JJ Gabriel. Get your comments in. If you've watched him play, if you watched the academy, let me know your thoughts on him. Am I just getting a bit carried away here? Tell me. I don't mind people coming back at me in the comment section. Make sure that you pop a like on the video. Smash that subscribe button up on your screen right there, everybody. Thank you very much for all of your support. I will see you in the next video.